this is the highest.
Well, now from tourism on to our next conversation of the afternoon. Joining me from the Africa Digital Media Institute is Wilfred Kiumi. Wilfred, thank you so much for being on the show this afternoon. And Wilfred, I would like to, have you tell us exactly what it is that you'd like to discuss this afternoon, because sometimes I like the guests to just go ahead and tell me themselves.
Cool. We have a very interesting and exciting partnership with Microsoft. So we've been teaching mobile apps and gaming course for quite a while now. So recently we just partnered with Microsoft through what they call for Africa efforts, and we've set up what we're calling Microsoft App Factory.
With that conversation, but we would like to take this story just as we come back to you, Wilfred. Now, Kisumu Oil Jetty will soon transport oil to the East African region once Uganda completes constructing their jetty in June this year. And the assurance comes after concerns have been raised with regards to the jetty's technical capacity to export petroleum products to the region. Kisumu Oil Jetty, which was completed last year, will boost the utilization of the lake to transport refined petroleum products and spur economic activities around the Great Lakes region. Well, it's time now to resume, of course, our conversation with Wilfred Kiumi of Africa Digital Media Institute. And you were telling me about this partnership that you have with Microsoft.
Yeah, so we've started a partnership that we're calling Microsoft App Factory.
Okay.
So we've been running a course in gaming and mobile apps for quite a while now. And just recently we partnered with Microsoft. And this partnership is supposed to address some of the gaps in the skills and also placement rates for our students and also other students who are doing IT from other institutions.
Okay, so when you look at the world of gaming, and we have this generation that's all about technology. They've grown up knowing, a world that is filled with it. They've never known a world without technology. So when you look at them looking for jobs in gaming and such, what are the prospects for them coming out of Africa, and what sort of developments are happening within this region specifically that are spurring the jobs for such spaces?
Well, when you look at the global market, currently the global market for gaming stands at 137 billion US dollars. Kenya is only estimated to be able to provide or make around 31 million US dollars by 2022. This, clearly states that, we have a very huge gap in terms of, providing cultural products to the rest of the world. So, and we have to do everything possible to create jobs and also train the youth in terms of knowing where the market is and also creating for the global market, not just Kenya.
Okay, and that those traditionalists who believe that, with technology evolving so quickly, certain jobs that may have prominence now, perhaps in the future don't hold as much weight. What sort of, reaction would you have to that?
Well, the world is changing every day. What we knew, every company used to have an internal server within the company. Now everything is on the cloud. So, but then are we training, our IT experts to learn how to work in the cloud architecture? No, and currently, like almost every country is looking for this skill, but it's not available yet.
Yes.
So with Microsoft, some of our students will be able to access some of those resources and also mentorship and even build software, together with experienced software engineers around the world for different clients.
So there's definitely growth potential and so much more in this space. And when you look at software development in such a space, you know, a lot of things that come up is that women representation is sometimes much less compared to the men in the field. And I've seen that changing slowly but surely. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we definitely need to do a lot to encourage women to take up these tech jobs, or what we call STEM. Yeah. So within ADMI, we have that. You know, we have even a foundation that helps to bring in a few more ladies, you know, so that we can help that imbalance. We can only build this together, not, you know, saying the women are superior than the men. So we have to find a way to work together, and if we have to, you know, help a few get a ladder to jump on that platform, then we have to do that.
Okay, and just in closing, you know, with your institute, if you can just give us a quick way in which people who are interested, students and more, how can they get in touch with you?
So we are at Caxton House along Kenyatta Avenue on the 3rd floor. So for like those students who've done IT before and have not gotten a job, this is an opportunity, because the app factory is not only open for ADMI students. So every 6 months we'll be able to take 15 to 20 students from ADMI and also students from other institutions. So, you know, those ones who feel like they need that, you know, that apprenticeship and mentorship, this is their chance.
Okay, yeah. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Wilfred, for speaking to us and for, you know, elaborating on some of the things that you're focusing on right now. Any final words you'd have for us?
Well, I would say, you know, we shouldn't look at, you know, some of these products that we are creating as Kenyan products. We need to think about building for the world, because again, some of these cultural products or creative products that we are creating are not restricted by borders. So this is the new cash crop. Yeah, gaming. You know, people right now sit at home and watch people doing multiplayer games, you know, on Twitch or whichever network. So things are changing, and we can only empower the next generation to take charge and also play a big part in the global economy.
Okay, thank you so much, Wilfred, for unpacking that for us.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was Wilfred Kiumi of Africa Digital Media Institute talking to us about technology and the space that's growing and the kinds of opportunities that youth and techies, you know, as we would say, have in that space and more. And that's it for us on Business Today. Thank you for joining me right here. And we will keep you up to date with the progress on the visit by French President Emmanuel Macron. Last we did